Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Thanks for being here. It's great to have you. This obviously is a very exciting time for us. You guys have been longtime customers and great partners, have given us lots of input and insights into your needs as businesses, and have gotten a lot of value from analytics in your businesses. And I thought it might be interesting to start this off if maybe you could talk a little bit about how you use analytics in your business. I mean, Greg, your whole business is built around analytics. Can you just comment on what you do and how you use analytics?
So a little bit about Nielsen and sort of how analytics plays into it. For us, analytics is really our entire business. It's our product. It's what we sell directly to customers. And that really runs in a few different families, whether that be in the consumer business, where we're projecting retail sales, helping our manufacturers understand what products are selling. We don't have totality of information. So we have sets of information that are available to us, but we don't have everything. So we're constantly projecting, running analytics, trying to figure out what's going on with that data. Likewise, in the media businesses, television ratings, online ratings, et cetera, analytics are really critical for us. So Netezza plays a big role in that because they help us analyze these very, very large data sets of disaggregated data in very complex ways to apply different types of modeling techniques or analytic techniques, and they do that with speed.
That's really interesting, and one of the comments you made there is about big data and not having totality of information. I know at the NYSE you guys have some big data challenges, Brian. Could you talk a little bit about those?
Yeah, sure. If you think about the exchange business, we really have two models. You have the trading complex where orders come in, and that's kind of characterized by low latency, kind of get the turnaround in less than a millisecond. But that complex generates a lot of data, about 1.5 terabytes a day. Translates into a day, and about 3 billion rows of data that we get organized and into Netezza. So we can do time series analysis on trading for every symbol for every day. It's a shared environment, so we always also look at trading patterns for a number of stocks across trade day. So with Netezza, we've been able to get that information. It used to take us until about noon, trade date +1, but now we do it T+0 because we're able to load the data and report about 50 different analytic routines every day.
So terabytes of data a day coming from all the various equity and security transactions that occur on the exchange. Sounds a little bit like your problem, Kelly, only it's coming from a different source. What do you guys do?
Yeah, Catalina, probably every one of you have encountered Catalina at some point in your grocery shopping, but basically we print coupons, incentives, and advertising messages in most grocery stores throughout the U.S. And our particular business focus is to be able to print very targeted marketing. So we actually dig through transaction level detail to understand what products are purchased with other products and give messages in a timely manner to either incent you to switch your purchase behavior or give you incentives for coming back and increasing loyalty around a brand. So certainly the data volumes, I think we can probably all three agree that data volumes have driven us to Netezza, and over our years of experience with Netezza have proven extremely successful. It's probably the only technology in my career that I can ever remember that the business actually smiles when they hear the name. Our French business unit went so far as to label an application, Quiza, for Query Netezza. That's how significant it was to their efforts and their application development.
That's great. You were early adopters and early users of the TwinFin technology. I'm sure what a lot of people would like to hear about today is what's your experience been so far?
We've been talking about TwinFin for several months, but we've actually had our hands on it now for about a month and a half. And we have been testing on a one rack system, which we loaded about 250 billion rows of data on one rack, and have been very, very impressed with it.
You said 250 billion. You just kind of threw that out like.
So after a while, you get kind of desensitized to the data volume.
Just 250 billion. Why not 500 billion? While you're at it.
And we were trying to be reasonable.
Yeah.
We've been working with it, and I guess, what's most impressive to me is that if you look back a year ago to the last conference, in less than a year, Netezza has delivered a solution that is quite amazing when you look at basically pulling the SPU apart to the commodity components in the rack now, and done it transparent to us as a customer. And that translates to huge engineering savings inside an organization. And we've had no failures on the box, and we've exercised it quite a bit. I mean, we have really been crunching data, recreating data, and it's been very, very solid. And that's quite a testimony to the work that was done by your engineering staff, and I applaud them for that.
That's great.
Yeah, I would echo, we've been benchmarking a lot of different queries, and just as a sense, Kelly talks about large data sizes, and we certainly have that as well, but we gen queries that are just incredibly large. It's not uncommon to have 500 plus snippet queries, and I pulled a statement out of production, just grabbed one at random, and I pulled it up, and it was an 85-page SQL statement. It's got all kinds of just complex analytics embedded in it, and speed. The users have this sort of amnesia when it comes to a year ago you couldn't even do it, and today it's too slow, and so that's the challenge. That's a big challenge, and so just raw speed. For us, we've been very impressed, and we've worked closely for quite a while on getting this together, and just the raw benchmarking speeds have been very impressive to get it pulled together in a product like this. On top of what I was already amazed that we were doing.
We've all been great partners, and you guys have given us lots of input into the product, as have many of our other customers and partners who are here today. And I'm sure that although we tried to incorporate everything that we've learned in the last 9 years in this business into TwinFin, that we've still missed some stuff. So what do you still need? What's still missing from the environment?
An ability to federate the query across multiple Netezza instances would be beneficial. That's one. And it's continual improvement on the loads. We see a 50% improvement on the loads so far.
Okay.
With the TwinFin. So anything we can do to increase that.
You guys taking notes in the back there?
Yeah, I think as Brian said, the federation is a big one for us. We have a large environment, and that's important. The other one I think the other thing that's important that for us is just workload management. More finer controls on workload management. We do a lot of real micro analytics and large analytics. While we're loading, while we're extracting, all of that. The ability to control that a little bit more granularly for us is important.
I would echo both of those. Really, the data movement, reaching across boxes would really, really help us, especially from a business continuity perspective, because I think as the density of the platform increases, you have a great opportunity to provide a complete business continuity strategy as well. But reaching across those boxes and not looking just within one box is an important thing. And personally, I'd like to see a complete Netezza answer on that, not necessarily having to go to a third party to achieve that.
Right.